With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hands up! Lee!
51! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Get that quarterback at all costs! Hands up!
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon.
Madrugar, investigar, contrastar, valorar, acercarse, atreverse, escucharte. Ángel Barceló, en Hoy por Hoy. Cadena Ser, la radio.
Quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
2 by 2. Move!
For the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
But when you're able to break the run against a cover 2 or a 2 deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Making those linemen work with a couple blocks. He's good doing it there.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start this pattern, you want...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look top for Cup. And some space here. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
19 yards that time for number 19. And right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football up and catch him off balance.
And he did.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd down.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Mike,
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford.
Hey, defense, let's go.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. They tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against that. A whole lot better running off the field.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
Obviously, something that can continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that
Number 28,
I would think
Joe
about some
Mixon,
play
the
calls
ball
now,
carrier.
not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little
Brings
bit.
up 2nd
Last play
and
got
9.
just a yard. Here's
After
2nd and 9 from the 26. Dalton. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
51 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit.
Here we go.
Now you're
50,
behind,
50.
trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, it's just
Dalton, 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Cooper Kupp.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down
9.
completion. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
29-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's been a long day for you.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there. Because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch this.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is met
Mixon
quickly
again,
in the
ball
backfield. Down he
brought
goes,
down by
folded like a
Trey
lawn
Howard.
chair. 2 yards
It's
the
a loss
loss,
of 2.
2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Under 10. Nice. 10. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
And here's another interception in this first quarter. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen, guys? Is how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
It's run,
Solid Kareem
That's just a
on the
pile of
tackle.
bodies there, and that's when you kind of
3-yard
find out who's a
pickup.
tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles, and when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Big Geno Atkins had to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. They found the opening and exploited it.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Lions 17. Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
The ball carrier. What do you think? He was brought down by
I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy.
You're my partner. Right there with me.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10
When you're
at the
struggling on
40-yard
offense, you're looking
line.
for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Two jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Second down, here's Mayfield. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, and then play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. James White. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
It's caught inside the 25.
Stafford's pass.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
I'm letting you know right now.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Different story this time around. They had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
The 25-yard line.
Red 80.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now on second and 13. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Lions 24, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike, sit.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
On the ball.
Let's go. Mike.
On 3rd down, Dalton.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game. They're going right now. I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackle
Typically,
made
we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Mike 55.
First down carry here for Johnson. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike. 250.
Check 55. Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. They'll have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Detroit.
57's Mike.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first
Out the gun, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a big 6 for Bengals TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do is turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Carry on Johnson on the
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations during that tight coverage. You see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Just like that. Space there. Maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Right there in the middle, 55.
It's our field. It's our field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
Just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, dog.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
right
Give
there.
him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All day, every day, any day. Right here, guys.
Regular.
51.
Hey, watch the slant.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They don't have to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
It's a gain
that's a
of
really
23
tough one for them to
yards.
swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Lady.
All day, baby. All day. All day. 57.
From the 50, Stanford. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
We got 4.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there? There's so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Mike is the 50. Check Mike 50.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Come on, QB. Come on. Hey.
Nice.
24. Watch 24.
On 3rd and 2, Dalton flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. This one into the hands of Burton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mike 50. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
Lead. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Regular.
Third down from the gun. Dalton is thrown at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Green 18.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Now watch one. 51.
Movement to Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Stop short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Watch the run. Let's go. Mike 51.
Now Dalton feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
By Nick
When you're this
Williams.
close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Hey, check Mike 21.
To Dalton now. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go to Johnson again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 remaining. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
21 yards, well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Danny Shelton made
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good for a
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll roll it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it and live to find another down.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, 50.
Here to Mixon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown? Let's seal this thing.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
60. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
On the gun. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from the week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Rebounding right here.
He was brought down
by
by
full
Trey
3
Flowers.
yards in the wrong direction
The
there.
tackle
Brings
made
up
back at his
2nd down.
48-yard line.
Green 18.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and pick off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
50's the Mike. 50.
Mixon on the toss right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hands up. Lead.
51. Stay with your man.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. We got three. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They get 8 yards back there. They can use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
By Jelani
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Bandit.
They run the draw play. This is White, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, they'd be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Well, that holding call set them up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's second down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game. A 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stafford over the middle. It's complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Stafford's pass.
A big play
complete
there.
to number 14.
76
Touchdown,
yards.
Detroit.
And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling with the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Lions 31, Bengals 30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
It's hot.
So now Dalton points the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Hot. Lead.
Check back 21. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Big spot, Andy Dalton.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Joe Mixon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs. And that's exactly what they did.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.